Hey, I'm only posting this because it was so bad. It was one of my top 10 worst streams in terms of the feedback was ridiculous. You couldn't even make your way through it. It was so bad. But I'm posting it anyway, just in case somebody is in the middle of trying to get everything sorted out. And this isn't going to help do that. But what it is going to help is if you're getting so frustrated and you just feel like, oh, what is wrong with me? You'll be able to have my video to let you know that it's not just you. I mean, misery loves company, right? So I'm including this just because it was a rant about how wrong everything goes. And then at the end, I kind of give a overview of how I think it's so wrong that we cannot voice our opinions comfortably, not outraged like so many people are today and nasty and hateful, but even us people that want to legitimately voice their dissatisfaction with something and have the examples to prove why they feel the way they feel, even those kind of comments aren't welcome. And it's really a sad state of affairs, but that's just at the end. The rest is just all the different issues I've encountered trying to get Restream to work. I actually think I have it now. We'll see today. Okay, thanks. Bye. Here's that video. There are so many things that are messing up here. For starters, I've never seen this before, but when you make a screen, full screen, to show the video so that you don't have all the film strip on the side that shows all the upcoming new videos, you're supposed to be able to just make it full screen and then it'll show on one of the panels on Restream. But what's happening now, because it wouldn't be me if it wasn't throwing me curveballs left and right. What's happening now is when I make that full screen so that it'll fill one of the three panels, the thing just makes it completely full screen to the point where I can't even navigate because there's no little minimize button. You can't go to the next tab. It's the craziest thing. I've never in my life encountered so many issues in such a short time. I mean, I usually trip over things, but I find back doors, I finagle, I get in there, I can usually figure anything out. And sometimes it gets really frustrating and I'll have to delete and start all from the beginning, but that's a lot quicker than just sitting there spinning my wheels going down 100 rabbit holes. But what has happened the past couple of days with Restream, it's mind boggling. And I mean, it's like, hang on. It's like you can't contact anybody because you would just be having to outline your issue in words and then you get back a reply finally and they're talking about the wrong thing. And rather than wait, days upon days to communicate with all these software companies or whomever that you have to respond by email or chat, I'm like, oh, I could just figure this out. And I have got to say that this is the first time I am so clueless. And every time I master something, I come back to it and it's four more things. I've never, I don't know how this has happened. I mean, I'm going to just give you a quick example of the 5 errors that I hit today. The first one is when I went and pulled up Restream, instead of having my 3 landscape static screens that I will put usually a piece of wallpaper, my avatar, and then whatever stream I'm playing, first thing, I had 6 windows. And that turned out that I was in portrait mode and landscape mode because Restream now lets you do dual screen streaming. So I'm like, how do I get rid of this? Because I do not want to do portrait. Well, that was a couple of hours of gosh knows what, uninstalling, ending, closing. I still never figured it out. I just put my button on landscape and it worked this time, but it normally doesn't. But I'm still kind of in dual screaming mode. Screaming mode. That's what I feel like, screaming, but streaming. So, okay, so that's one issue, not to mention all the audio issues, so many. And I even have one right now. When I flip up my mute, which was the whole purpose of getting a headset so you could flip the mute up and you wouldn't have to constantly go between screens to remember, it doesn't work. It just stays talking. You have to physically mute it. So you're like, okay, I figured a workaround for that too. I could just detach the tab that has the mute button, and that way I can keep that up while I'm on other screens, right? Okay, that's great. Well, it no longer works because, like I said, when you maximize a screen so that it'll fit in one of the panels, you lose the ability to navigate to any other screens. Now I'm on my laptop today because I thought, well, let me try this, maybe because I hadn't messed with too many of the drivers, and I thought I might get a good experience out of. Oh, but yeah. So I got the headset working. I've got my voice. I don't know how it sounds. From what I was testing while I was live, it sounded all right. But I'm like, why should I have this much problems? It just doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, I'm just trying to stream a couple of slideshows with some music in the background and my Bella videos. And I mean, when I tell you it is an exercise in, I didn't work this hard when I worked. I mean, if I encountered these kind of issues when I was trying to use software, I was just like, no, you gotta, no, I wouldn't accept it. And I would just tell them, you gotta figure it out. You gotta get your IT on it. And that was that. But this, I don't have an IT department. I'm the IT department, and heaven help us. But I just still am not believing that it is so hard to, even just the regular streams that I had started to do with the 3 panels or the 4 panels, that was fine. And I would stream 2 tabs, which wasn't a lot. I would just stream one of my Bella video tabs and then one of the slideshows, and it would play in the background. And I mean, it was fine. And I mean, it's not working. Nothing's working. I can't stream any videos because if I do, I have to, they're all off center because you have half of the video showing and then the rest is that film strip on the right. So you're like, how do you get rid of that film strip? And I don't even want to talk to Gemini because I know for a fact he's going to start talking about theater mode and all these different modes, but I don't see them. I mean, I just have the ability to either go full size or small. And if you go small, you get the film strip. And if you go large, the whole screen is taken up by the tab and you can't even jump to another tab. So that's when, okay. So then I said, all right, well, let me go in incognito mode, thinking maybe that would do it. But incognito mode did the same damn thing. It took up the whole screen. I mean, I just don't. I don't. I really don't. I just have no idea how this could have gotten so hard when I had mastered it. If I never mastered it, like StreamYard, I tried to get and I could never even start a stream. Never. So after trying like, 15, 20 different times, I finally just figured out my own back door. And what I would do is I would take my phone because I have a really good sound system. So I wasn't, getting much feedback. Well, um, when I say feedback, I don't mean from people, I mean from music. I had it set up really good, and I was able to just put my iPhone in portrait mode and screen record, no, and stream my screen. And that worked just for my purposes, just to get my, play my music. After like a long day of trial, I liked it. And I was doing that every single day for months because I couldn't figure out StreamYard. And then after the trial ended and everything, I was like, I'm going to try that again now because I had free time and I was like, let's figure this out. Couldn't figure out StreamYard. No matter what I did, I couldn't. And then I finally got a lot closer, but I couldn't figure out the stage. I couldn't figure out how to bring tabs to the stage and other, I couldn't. So I finally got it where, because my son-in-law was like, you don't even need, you only need the links if you're going to invite guests, from what I remember he told me. And I never invite guests. So I was like, oh, okay, I don't even need that. But I never did a StreamYard. In fact, I think if you look at my channel, there's still a StreamYard scheduled from like 2 years ago because I just could not grasp it. Okay, fine. So then I had given up on stream. I mean, I had done the one where I screen record with my iPhone, but once the trial ended, I really didn't have much to say or do. And if I do have any rants, I would just make a iMovie and just upload it to my channel.
And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So I had given up on streaming because I was like, I'm just not, I don't have enough brain power for it. I really don't have that much to say. I mean, I have a lot to say, but it's just not worth it to say it because I I've tried that over the past, well, it's up there. And all it does is just, it's not well received. People are just so, it was never like this. I mean, I've had my channel 20 something years. I've been uploading videos and I would always get positive feedback. I would always um, have good comments. I've never been trolled in my own comments. I mean, never. And that's pretty crazy because I've done a lot of topics that sometimes were a little bit controversial, but I've been lucky. And none of my subs ever give me any hay or whatever the word is, guff. They never give me guff. And okay, so then I was at the point where I was like, it's just not worth it. I'm not gonna bother. But now that I'm retired, it is worth it because I love messing with all the different art artwork pieces and I found that slideshow, so I really like making slideshows. But that was another thing. I think I used up like 100 gigabytes of my memory with the slideshows because I couldn't get them right, and so I would save a copy, save a copy, save a copy. And then I went in when I first retired, I was like, okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to clean up my digital life because for 20 years or however long smartphones have been out since 2011 or 2009, I think. Yeah. I was like, I'm going to get my digital life in order because, first of all, it bothered me to have to pay for 2 terabytes of storage or whatever the heck I was up to just because I couldn't go through anything and clean it out. It was just so cumbersome. I'm just like, oh, just go for the higher storage plan. But that's crazy because I never even would. I mean, who could look through 10,000 videos? It's too many. So, but once I retired, I was like, okay, you know what? I'm going to do it. And if I tell you, I have messed that up so bad because Apple only would let you download 100 at a time or delete. I'm sorry. You can only click on and the thing is, when you would start to click, you would click and click and click, and you would just be at the point where because you can only do 100 at a time. My plan was to download all of them, go through them on my mainframe where it's so much easier to navigate, and then bulk delete what I didn't want, right? That was it was a good plan, but what happened was as I would select them, you'd sit there and stand at the laptop, I mean at the computer and just click, 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 catching all of these. And then if your mouse moved even a drop off of the click button, it would unselect all of them. And I mean, I was just like, oh, this is a nightmare. So I don't know how I did it. Oh, I would just do select all. And I would just, like if you grab one corner and you go up to the top corner, and then I would just remember where I was at, what picture it was. It was so much work. And I finally got them all downloaded. And and then I was like, well, let me make a copy of them. And then so now I have like 3 copies over 3 computers of all these videos that I'm never going to look at or use. And I am getting ready. Once I get this Restream, once I get it right and I have all the artwork I need and I don't need any new artwork because I'm not trying to constantly come out with new content. I'm just going to be done. And I am going to do such a massive delete. It's going to make like Watergate look like they just trashed one piece of paper because I'm so done with all this digital overwhelmingness, if that's a word. But anyway, okay. So where we're at right now, I don't even know how I sound. I'm gonna listen to it after because I'm tired of keep stopping and then playing because there's a latency problem. So when I talk now and then I press stop and then I go and replay, it there's a delay and I can't tell. Is that what I just said or I said a minute ago? It's everything is so freaking complicated. And that's not even counting when I first signed on to YouTube, it wouldn't recognize, I mean, to Restream, it wouldn't recognize any of my equipment. And then it also, aside from the audio problems and the mute not working and the tabs being too big and it then said it didn't recognize my account, and I couldn't, and I, because you have to authorize YouTube for restreaming. And then I was like, okay, because Gemini had me clear my cache and just delete all my permissions from everything. So then I'm like, oh, how the hell am I going to get my permission back to YouTube? That was like 3 months ago. I don't even remember what I did. So I had to go through that whole process, and it just kept saying, you have a channel, not meaning a YouTube channel, but you're paired. Restream is paired with your channel, but streaming is disabled, and you're just like, really? Is this really? I mean, I've never. I mean, luckily, did somebody type something? Because I see a chat message. Oh, that's me. What do you say, bossy? Well, anyway, so it's like this cannot be just me. I mean, I am a boomer in some ways, but in other ways, I'm not. And in this whole experience, from the minute that everything stopped working for me when I came back from my toothache, I've not, I've not, I've not gotten it right. And it just can't be me because, like I said, I normally can stumble over some things, but other things I am so smart and I will just run circles around other people trying to figure something out. But in this case, look at my cute little scrolling marquee. I figured that out. But yeah, so I don't know. I have to master this because I just want to be able to stream my Bella videos, stream some music in the background for them, and occasionally talk. And if I ever get it back to the point where I can do my bitching, because I have so much to bitch about, but I really don't want to. I mean, okay, these days it's so unsafe to say what you're thinking, and that's so crazy because I I I don't understand it. I mean, supposedly free speech is like you're just supposed to be able to say the things you think, and I would never say anything unkind, mean, hurtful, hateful. That's not me. But saying just what I want to say, I've always felt so comfortable. And then I had that incident like a month ago, 2 months ago now, and I said some things, and I thought that it's all on my channel, but it's kind of hidden because I just kind of kept it just because I didn't know what the repercussions would be of being somebody that was such a super fan and trying to offer some really good advice, what I thought was really good advice, because I really loved so many aspects of the show. And man, I was like, God dang, I got so flamed for it. And it annoyed me, but then I thought, really, the only thing that saved me from coming back strong, because, I mean, I was born in Brooklyn and I'm an old lady, but I still have that side to my personality. But what stopped me was, I didn't know how bad repercussions could be. And the last thing I wanted to do was have my husband, you know, like brought into this fray. I mean, he still uses a phone from 2010, he's not. I just didn't want to, I just didn't want to involve him. And then the other thing is, I love Bella so much, and she gets such positive comments on her channel. I really feel this is her channel and I just get to use it. So as a guest to her channel, I'm not going to turn around and start being rude to people. Well, not rude, but when you defend yourself, evidently you're rude. I wasn't going to start anything. So I just kind of shut my mouth and just said, it's not worth it. And it kind of has been bothering me because I really do feel that you should be able to state your case if you have the right amount of, not the right amount, but if you have the right intention, there should just be no reason on earth why you get flamed for that. So I'm still smarting from that, and I'm trying to work past it because I do not want to I just don't want to go on about it, but it's a situation that just keeps happening to more people, and I'm just like, yeah, I get it, I get it. So I don't know. I don't know where that's going, but I do know that it's almost 5 o'clock, and that's dinner time here. So I'm gonna end my stream, and I'm gonna try again tomorrow, and I'm gonna just keep going until I get it perfect. And when I finally do, it's not gonna be anything you really want to watch, but at least what I'm trying to accomplish, just so you know, I have so many people love Bella videos so much, but they're shorts, and a lot of times, people will ask for clips of her, or if I have a collab of her, and I don't, because that is so, the way my brain works, I cannot, there's just no way that I can put together an actual video, um what is that called, montage. I can't do it. It's just, I would do the same video 3 times and not do the one I want, and it's just too much work for me mentally. And I thought, well, you could just go, I made a playlist, and I don't know if you noticed, when I was playing the playlist, it doesn't play them all. It plays the first 10 that you added or something. It's, nothing is working for me. So I don't want to send a playlist to people. I can't figure out why it won't just play continuously each video. It just plays 10 and then it loops, and that's, who the heck wants to send that to somebody? So I don't know. I'm very down about all this. But tomorrow's another day, and I will perk up and I will try it again. All right, y'all. Thanks. Bye. All right, I'll play my song going out. Let's see how that goes. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to play it loud too, if I can even figure this out. All right, play our bossy song. Oh, it doesn't, of course not. You have to go, it's usually my main video, but it doesn't let me do it that way. So we'll just do this. We'll catch that. We'll hit, oh, I got to share the tab first. All right, well, let's pull it up and press pause. Pause, okay. Sorry, I couldn't find the mute button quick enough. Okay, no, I'm going to have to mute it now so that I can play that song. Oh, what a nightmare. Let me share the tab first. Too much, too much. I need that octopus with all those arms. Okay, so going to share the tab. I can't even find it. Hold on. Yeah, it's not that. It's this one, but I gotta click it first. No, I just clicked it. Oh, okay, I got it. Oh my god, it's so terrible. There it is. Okay, so I'm gonna, yep. Do I make, see, if I make it full screen, all my tabs go away. Is that the craziest thing? I never saw anything like that before. It's never happened. Let's see what this thing does. Nope, that just brings up more videos. All right, let's hit escape and let's go back. All right, so I'll play it. I'll share it. I'll full screen it here. And I'll mute.
But she keeps coming back, no special day of the week. If you find yourself bored, here's the relief that you seek. B&B's a dumpster fire, and you'll love every part. From bossy scattered brain to Bella's gentle heart. When it all goes to hell, that's when you can really tell she's never too serious and can laugh at herself. Bella helps carry the load, her little white elf. She loves discussing trials, and trivia is her game. Never knows the answers and guesses the wrong name. Bella's causing chaos, stirring all of her lives. Almost knocks the camera over, but somehow the stream jives. Go-pilot's giving bad answers, you're laughing out loud. They don't want a penny and don't need a crowd, 'cause authentic is rare in this digital space. They're keeping it checking co-pilot will have you on the run. So here's to the chaos, the glitches and all, the times that she stumbles, the times she might fall. She'll guide a songs however they sound, a breath of fresh air on this cookie channel you found. Is she a dumpster fire or a little fireball? Is her brain scattered or does she know it all? When the stream falls apart, is that good or bad? Hopefully you'll enjoy the time you had. Whether you stay or if you run for the door, one thing will always be for sure. Bossy Texas chick, my